Scott and Cody Bird, cattle ranchers and potato farmers of Pocatello, Idaho, have been active Farm Bureau volunteer members and leaders for the last 19 years. And for the last 10 years, Scott has served as a member of the State Board of Directors representing District 1. In December, he stepped down from the coveted board seat to allow opportunity for others to become leaders of the organization.
Cody and I were the chairman of the Bannock County Young Farmers and Ranchers, and we did that for some time, and then we started coming to these state conventions and doing the various YFNR summer events and things like that.
County leadership led to state leadership as state chairs of the Young Farmers and Ranchers Committee of the Farm Bureau. Along with that volunteer job comes a seat on the state board.
I made some pretty good friends with the state YFNR leadership, and just through the course of time, I was asked if I would serve, and I was really humbled that they would want me to be the chairman, and I accepted it.
And his first few board meetings opened his world to the big picture of Idaho agriculture.
Sitting on the state board as a YFNR chairman, just being completely overwhelmed by the process, overwhelmed by the figures. The reports that come in that state board are, they're a lot different than what I see in my own office. So it was kind of neat. It was kind of scary at the same time. It took a while to figure out my role and exactly where I was at and all that. But
Bird was encouraged to run for a district board seat once his YFNR term expired, and following his Farm Bureau teachings, he did just that.
I had no hard feelings or anything. I just was doing exactly what YFNR does. They actively seek out and help develop the future leaders for Farm Bureau. That is it. That is the mission. And that's all I was doing.
And now, as Bird steps down from the state board, he again reflects on his Farm Bureau past to look into the future.
Farm Bureau has been pretty much my focus for the last 18 years. Around our house, we eat, breathe, and drink Farm Bureau, it seems like. But, being young and starting out, I was that low man on the totem pole, so it wasn't an option for me to take a lot of time off to get involved with other things. So I always told myself, as long as I felt like I was learning something and I was contributing, that I would stay there. The way Farm Bureau is right now, there's very few board positions, and those positions don't come available very often. There's a huge following, of people that would love those positions. So going back to what Farm Bureau, YFNR taught me, to actively seek out and develop future leaders for Farm Bureau. If I never leave my seat, I don't give anybody else that opportunity for that leadership position. I don't regret any of it. I've enjoyed it. I felt like I've learned a lot. It's helped me grow, not just business-wise, by networking with more people or learning processes, but it's helped me grow as a person, I guess. Respecting people, even just respecting myself, being proud of what I do for a living.
Bird was replaced on the board by another past state chair of the Young Farmers and Ranchers program, Mark Harris of Soda Springs. The Idaho Farm Bureau, the state's largest general farm organization with over 70,000 members, turned 75 years old in 2014. And from the beginning has touted its grassroots, from the ground-up philosophy as the reason for its longevity. Scott Bird got it and was proud to pass it on. With the Idaho Farm Bureau, the voice of Idaho agriculture, I'm Steve Ritter.